Sorry about the way I looked this morning. I woke up, looked. Anyway, do y'all remember when I reported on the rioting in the UK? When the kids were at a Taylor Swift they were at a Taylor Swift studio just dancing around. 17-year-old guy just breaks in and starts, murking children. Tough News TV, he has a longer version in which I'm gonna share with y'all this morning. Here we go. It's just sad. It's just sad. Okay, just hold on 1 second, and shout out to Tough News TV. Thank you.
What's going on, y'all? What it is. So go ahead and talk about this horrific story that's going down in the UK. So guys, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, it's going down over there. These people are going in, going off, tearing up businesses, looting, this, that, and the third. There's a major standoff with the police and things of that nature. So what happened was, a few days back, there was a young man that attacked a few little ones at a UK themed Taylor Swift type of dance. And basically, he just went on a slicing and dicing spree. And unfortunately, there were 3 children that were deleted in the process. Now, according to multiple reports, there were more children that were injured, and also including adults who tried to shield the children from the attacker. Now, the young man who's allegedly responsible for committing these egregious crimes, I believe his name is Axel Radakubana. I'm probably botching his name, but I tried, guys. So basically, once the far right over there in the UK found out who this potential individual was, and they came to the conclusion that he was an illegal immigrant, they went ham, y'all. They started attacking black and brown people. There were black people over there in the UK that were hiding because they were in fear for their lives, because the far right was just going off and attacking everybody. Now, another component to this dynamic story is that they're saying that the young man that committed these abhorrent and deplorable crimes happens to be a Muslim. So when you have the far right getting a hold of that information, it propelled them to target people who look like they may identify as Muslim. And now what you have going on over there is the fact that once the Muslims got word of that, now they're looking for all the far right people that's been going in and attacking their people. And so it's just an entire hot mess over there. And what I want to do right now is play you guys a series of clips. It's rather long, but I want you guys to see what the hell is really going on over there, because it could be applicable to what's going to happen in the United States very shortly. All right?
And that's what I was saying, as far as like, y'all don't let Trump in the house. And of course, I don't know. My brain is still asleep, so I just had to bring this to y'all, okay?
So sit tight, and I'll be back to close the video.
Receipts tonight, we're learning more this evening about a horrific and deadly stabbing rampage at a children's dance party near Liverpool, England. Here's our chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell now.
Tonight, a knife attack on young children during a kids' dance class in England. Police swarming the quiet seaside town near Liverpool, overwhelmed by what they saw.
When they arrived, they were shocked to find that multiple people, many of whom were children, had been subjected to a ferocious attack and had suffered serious injuries.
The victims, all with wounds, raced to area hospitals. At least 2 young children were killed, another 9 children injured in the knife attack. 6 are in a critical condition. The group was enjoying their first day of the summer holidays, finishing up a Taylor Swift-themed dance workshop at a yoga studio.
The offender, armed with a knife, walked into the premises and started to attack.
Authorities say a 17-year-old boy who lived nearby is under arrest, charged with murder and attempted murder. For now, no motive and terrorism ruled out. 2 adults were also critically injured, heroically trying to shield the children.
We believe that the adults who were injured were bravely trying to protect the children who were being attacked.
David, tonight the investigation ongoing, and it's hard to overstate how rare this kind of attack really is here in the UK. King Charles saying he and Camilla are profoundly shocked, offering condolences and prayers. David?
And that's all that King Charles and Camilla is going to do. You know what I mean? They're not going to raise, in my opinion, They're not going to even raise money to help the families, I don't think. But seeing is believing.
All right, Ian Panel in London. Ian, thank you.
And that right there, don't you know that the people that were riding, that started it all off, they all came and they took the makeshift memorials up and they just tore them all up. And the families had nothing to do with this, y'all.
What did we do to deserve this? We've already lost our children. You know, our community's grieving. How dare they come here to our town and do this? It's disgusting. It really is disgusting.
And all this over the man that went in and murked the store using a knife on children, and all of this rioting and all. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand.
The vigil was fantastic, the people of Southport coming together, and then suddenly we heard sirens, we saw the smoke in the air, and then there was a riot. And it was all people from outside of town. They were brought in buses and cars. They got changed when they got here into the streets, and then they started to riot with the police, set the police van on fire, and all hell broke loose. I mean, the police did a marvellous job. I don't think there were enough of them, but they weren't to know that. But these were people from outside of town come in to cause trouble to people that have done no one any harm. And this is not what the people of Southport are like. Today, the people of Southport have come together and cleaned this whole street up. It's like a great spirit, a great family spirit, all working together to do what's right for Southport.
Guys, please stay safe. This riot is getting crazy. I was thinking it was little. I felt, oh, it can't happen to me, until my family friend just called me how they pursued him. He said he had to run and they were pursuing him. He even had it on camera recorded as they were pursuing him. I hope if he submits it to the police, they can do something about it. But for now, please stay safe. If you're outside on the road, don't use earpod. That's how he walked into danger. Airport, he didn't even hear. You need to be conscious of your surroundings at this point, especially if you're using public transport, train station. Be conscious. don't even argue with anybody in a public place. Don't argue with any white person right now, because you don't know what you will say. It will trigger something. But I don't trust what they are capable of right now because of the riot. And you can't tell who is not part of the movement. I don't even know who they are attacking, if it's blacks, if it's Islams, because it's crazy. At this point, we don't know the trigger, because immigrants, everybody's just, because my family friend they pursued, he's a British citizen. He's not an immigrant. I don't know why he was pursued. And I've seen Muslim girls make videos of how they were pursued and attacked. So please, guys, stay safe. I beg. I know you have to go to work, we have to hustle, but if it's like permanent job, something you can call in that you feel unsafe, especially if you use public transport, please call in. Let everything die down for now. If you must go to work, please be conscious of your environment. Good luck, guys. We'll all be fine. Hopefully this calms down soon.
I have wondered about whether to speak about what is going on in this country right now, and I have held back for so long, thinking that I have to be so careful what I say and I don't want to offend anyone. But what is going on in this country? I want to start by saying what happened in Southport has shaken me to my core. It is horrific. I cannot even begin to process what those kids have gone through, what those teachers have gone through, what the families are going through. It is barbaric, utterly barbaric. And
okay. All right, y'all. I don't know what to make of it, Lord. Let me see what tough news. Wait a minute. Another part I wanted to show y'all right quick. Let's see. Wait a minute. Here he is. Wait a minute. 1 second. Sorry, just caught me off guard this morning, y'all.
UK is officially finished. People rioting, destroying properties, racism. What happened to this country? Such a great nation literally being turned upside down. To all the far left, this is not nationalism, this is racism. The immigrants didn't make you lose your British values or your British principles. You did it yourself. From the minute you stopped being a religious nation who feared God, that's when you destroyed yourself. Now you're looking to blame someone. You went into the homes of the immigrants. You took out all their resources. You stripped them away from having an opportunity to even be able to provide for their loved ones. And now that they're here looking for opportunity to better their life, to try to give their children a better life, you have the cheek to say that you need to get out of our country. All I see is a bunch of lowlives who are clearly unhappy with their own life, who failed even though they had the opportunity.
I utterly condemn the far-right thuggery we've seen this weekend. Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law. The police will be making arrests, individuals will be held on remand, charges will follow, and convictions will follow. I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online and then running away themselves. This is not protest. It is organised, violent thuggery, and it has no place on our streets or online. Right now, there are attacks happening on a hotel in Rotherham. Marauding gangs intent on law-breaking, or worse. Windows smashed, fire set ablaze, residents and staff in absolute fear. There is no justification, none, for taking this action, and all right-minded people should be condemning this sort of violence. People in this country have a right to be safe. And yet, we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out, Nazi salutes in the street, attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is, far-right thuggery. To those who feel targeted because of the colour of your skin or your faith, I know how frightening this must be. I want you to know that this violent mob do not represent our country, and we will bring them to justice. Our police deserve our support as they tackle any and all violent disorder that flares up. Whatever the apparent cause or motivation, we make no distinction. Crime is crime, and this government will tackle it.
All right, so you guys just heard and seen all of that. And shout out to Keir Starmer, the prime minister that you just saw, for basically calling it out for what it is. He said it was far-right thuggery. I don't think that the far-right over here, especially when it comes to the media, will call it out just like that. And so I appreciate his brutal honesty as it pertains to just calling a spade a spade. Now, in closing, I do want to say that we as Americans, we should be prepared for what's going to go down this November, because I just personally feel if Kamala wins, it's going to kick things off here. And it's imperative that you get your ducks in a row. It's imperative that you go ahead and buy that backup generator. Go ahead and stack the water to the ceiling, canned foods, canned goods, and things of that nature. Deep freezers, do what you have to do to make sure that you're...
You got that right, Tough News, because when Kamala win, and you know they going to be real hot over here. But no, I just wanted to bring y'all that was like a part 2 for me, but I'm glad Tough News TV had the in-depth videos that I don't have, and that's it, y'all. Just pray for the moms that lost all the children. Just pray for those. It all started over children. They was having fun at a Taylor Swift concert, not concert, dance studio. They were dancing to a Taylor Swift song when the guy went in and started murking the little children, and it was some people trying to help the kids, and the moms went and laid the memorials down for the children. Somebody came, tore them up, messed them up. Then all of a sudden, riots just broke out. The riots just broke out. So that's it. That's all I got, y'all. I am so sorry for the moms and dads and families. Y'all have my condolences. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. That's why I always say be safe out there, because it can happen anywhere, okay? I love y'all. Be safe. Bye.